Hey guys, Mitch here with the TheAudioDabbler YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at the Tonor T20 Studio Boom Arm, which is a boom arm that mounts to your desk and can support up to 4 pounds, which I will demonstrate in a few minutes. And yeah, this thing is a really budget friendly, but it doesn't skimp on the quality. This thing is ruggedly built, and I feel like it's going to last good construction. I have it mounted up right now. And yeah, so let's dive into this. Alright, so this right here is everything that comes in the box, and it's packaged really nicely in this box with this little puzzle box. Everything is in there secure. Nothing was like crazy shifted around. Everything seems to be well thought out as far as packaging goes, and so that is always a plus. A few things that you get 4 of these little Velcro little cable ties, which is nice. You get a mic adapter, which it fits in my Sennheiser, but it kind of slides out a little bit, so I'm not for sure what's going on there. It just may not like the size of the Sennheiser. The Sennheiser may not be like a standard size, but it does come with this. This does come out and has a little plastic adapter that you can screw on to the end of this. It also comes with a metal adapter that can screw on that. That way you'll be able to take something like this that accepts the, I think it's a 5/8 thread, and so you can use your own mounts. Like this is the MXL 990. Have this little USB microphone that I did a review on, the Fi-Fine. It fits in there really well. And another thing, it don't come in this little piece don't come in the box, but this is a 5/8 to kind of the standard for like other kind of mounts like cameras and like what's on the back of my Zoom. And so that would fit in there, and so you'd have your little adapter here because you could use this stand. Because it'll support up to 4 pounds, you could use it for something other than just a microphone. You could use it for, you know, a small camera that wasn't too heavy or things like that. It does come with a wind screen for your mic. It does come with a nice pop filter. You know, this is a standard pop filter. Seems to stay in place pretty well. And then here's the meat of it. This right here is a really good beefy mount. It's not cheap like some of the other budget friendly boom arms out there. You know, this right here has got some weight, a little bit of weight to it, and it just feels good and sturdy. It's got some felt right here on the bottom of this, and this right here is what would go on the top of the table. Now under here is just metal. It's not got any felt or anything on this part. So if you're worried about scuffing the bottom of your table, maybe get something like this. This is just a little chair coaster. It's got some felt on the bottom of it, and you can just put that in there and tighten it up. You can get different sizes and smaller ones and stuff, but if you're worried about scuffing it, you know, you could even get one on the top and the bottom like that right there, and it's still going to get a good tightening. Still going to be good and sturdy because of just adding pressure, the way C-clamps work. But you're not going to scuff up your desk or whatever if you're worried about something like that. But it does have felt on the bottom, and it feels pretty good. If I don't feel like it's going to scratch. I put it on this desk and then my other desk, and I haven't seen any scratches on it so far. And comes with the boom arm. Let's go through. This is the bottom. This will fit inside of the mechanism like so. Once you get this mounted, it'll slide in and out. So that's nice, being able to just slide this in and out, so that way you can, oh, well, I need to clean off some desk space. I don't have to worry about taking this off. If you got this kind of tucked in the corner, it's not taking up that much space. But you can also just move this, and it does fold up pretty compact, and everything. So let's measure. Just kind of see how compact it is. This only is like, it's like 16 inches. So, you know, it'll compact in somewhere. You can store it easily. We got a couple features that are on this one that are on some of the more expensive ones that are not on some of the cheaper ones. This top port right here, you can unscrew this right here, and this can actually rotate around. Some of the other ones you can't rotate that piece around to get a good angle, but this one right here you can. So if you need to angle something a little bit different, a little bit weird, you can, and you can tighten that back up, and you can see it moves with just the way the scissor boom arms work. It'll move with that. And then you also have a tensioner screw on this side, and so what I found is it'll pretty much support any of my microphones at its, you know, where this is not too snug, and you'll have, you know, easily be able to maneuver this thing around. But I did put, and I'll demonstrate it just to test, but in a few minutes. But I did put 4 pounds, because this is ready for 4 pounds. I did put 4 pounds on it, and it did sag for a second, and then I was like, well, let me tighten that tensioner. I tightened up that tensioner, and boom, it held it just fine. I was able to maneuver this around, and it works. So it will support 4 pounds, and I will demonstrate that in just a second. Last couple things. Comes in the box as a 2-year warranty card, and then a little manual here that, you know, it just has kind of the basic setup. You know, attach it to the desk, put the thing in, you know, attach your other things. It doesn't come with the little shock mount, but everything else seems to work out well. So let's set this thing up. Alrighty. So in order to install this on your desk, you know, any kind of desk you work, you need a area that this will be able to slide into, like so. And one thing I would like to note is this needs to be pushed all the way in. So this bar needs to go all the way up against the side of the desk, and then all you have to do is just start tightening up the C-clamp portion of it and give it a couple good turns, and that thing is secure on there. And then all this does is slide right in there, and you can see this thing swivels nicely. You can move it around and swivel it, and that's basically it on the installation of it. It's really, really simple. Like I mentioned, it's got that little piece of like felt, not necessarily felt, like a protective plastic, or like a protective, soft protective coat on the bottom of this, so it's not going to scratch up your table. But if you are worried about that, then you could easily just get something like this from Walmart, Home Depot, whatever your favorite place to shop is, and it will, it's nice and, you know, felty on the bottom. You could do one on top and bottom. It will still stay secure, but it will not do any kind of damage. But I don't think it's going to really do much. But just main thing is just to make sure that this bar right here is all the way up against the side of the table as far as you can. That way you're going to get the best secure, and you can see this thing it's tight on there. Alright, to install a microphone or something like that, then you just need, it comes with 1 or 2 of these little adapters here. I dropped a plastic one, but anyway, let me tighten that up so I don't act all crazy. The tensioner, you know, keeping it good and secure and snug will definitely help any kind of weirdness. But the springs are good, and you can just move it anywhere you want to, which is why I enjoy this thing, is because it's really good for a lot of things. So, but to install this one, you just screw the plastic one in there and then screw it on. But if you've got a different kind of microphone here, say like this little USB microphone, or like if you have a Blue Yeti. I'm not sure the kind of mounts that it has, but I'm sure it has the very similar mounts. But you can just screw that into the existing mount, and then I like having some chains laying around and nickels and pennies and stuff because they fit right there in that slot really well. And then you can just screw this on, get it good and tight. And this is where this part has a good benefit, is being able to loosen this and rotate this around. You don't get that option in some of the cheaper ones that you can buy, but there's that. Now let's just test this out. So if I wanted to further, this could be your microphone cable, in this case USB cable. Then you can easily just run that cable like that. Take one of these handy dandy little cable ties and boom. And then same thing over here on this side. Take one of these nice little cable ties, run it around, probably go on the outside here. And as far as this part, it could be trial and error to make sure you're not, putting too much pressure on the actual cord or cable or pinching it or whatever. But see, you've got the cable ran and it's nice and out of the way, and you can move this thing pretty much anywhere you want to. And in my case, I could plug this using the camera connection kit, plug it into my iPad or my iPhone, and just start recording and have a nice clean setup. And as far as just putting that on, this has a little square kind of end, and so you can just put this like so, start screwing it in. And boom, now you got a pop filter that you can put, however you want to. Have the vocalist be able to say, okay, we'll keep it 6 inches from your mouth, and so, or whatever you want to do. Just like with all pop filters, I haven't had the best of luck getting this thing to stay exactly where I want it to. But it'll work. It'll do what it needs to do. Or if you just wanted to use something like that, that'll slide right on there just as easy. And there you go. Alright, so there you go. Oh no, it is not holding 4 pounds. Let's do something. Let's tighten up this guy right there, and look at that. Boom. And that's kind of a swinging 4 pounds too. That's not like normal microphones are not going to swing like that. So 4 pounds. And so alright, so I kind of ran the numbers on some popular microphones here that were obviously less than the 4 pounds I have dangling right here. And all the popular ones that I pulled up, they're not 4 pounds. They're not even 2 pounds. The heaviest one, probably the Shure SM7B, which is a really heavy microphone and really popular. It's 1 pound, 11 ounces. You've got the Rode NT2 Alpha here at 1.9 pounds. The Newmans are about 1 pound. The Shure SM58 is 10 ounces. So, that's nothing, nowhere near 4 pounds. The Blue Yeti without the mount is 1.2 pounds. My buddy's got one of those big Electrovox Voice RE20 big broadcaster microphones that is like a big giant microphone. 26 ounces. 1 pound, 10 ounces. I mean, so 4 pounds sitting here dangling. I don't think you're going to have any issues with a 2 pound. If you have a 2 pound microphone, you're not going to have any issues with that. I'd be confident to mount my camera to it because I have the G7. It's light. Even the Canon 70D, which is really, really popular vlogging camera and YouTube camera and stuff, 1.66 pounds. So you put a small lens on it, I mean, it's still gonna be able to hold it. It's still, I mean, even with the 4 pounds on it, you can still move it around and adjust it however you need to, and it's not going to fall. Just make sure you get that tensioner arm that's over here that you can't see. But just make sure you get that thing tight and you are good to go. This thing is quality for the price. Alright, thanks guys for watching this video. Hopefully you found it helpful and useful. And as you can see, it's still dangling the 4 pounds. I've been doing this, trying to record this outro several different times, and I've had it up probably 10 minutes or so, and it's still just dangling away. So, good quality. Thanks for Tonor for sending this out. It's right now, it's probably, I think it's $29.99 last time I checked on Amazon. Really good price compared to some of the other ones out there, and it's got some good features like I can adjust this. You know, it's got a tensioner arm, it's got a nice sturdy base, it slides in. So all that's really, really good and on par with some of the more expensive ones, but this one is budget friendly, but not budget on the construction of it. I feel like it's going to last a long time. I'll try to remember to do an update video as I use it, and you know, probably 6 months from now to see if this thing is still a viable option. But in the comments below, do you have any boom arms that you have? You know, maybe you've got some good ones, some bad ones. So just leave the comment down below, and that way we can know whether or not you can let other people in the community here just make an informed decision on their money, because it's a really, really important part. Speaking of monies, I have links to the affiliate link here. I get a little kickback if you buy it through Amazon. Also, I have a PayPal and a Patreon link down below if you're into supporting content creators that way. If not, leave a thumbs up or down and share it on your favorite social media site. And I will talk to you guys later.